Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here. I don't know if that went live. Let me just say it again just to make sure. Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here. And welcome back to another crypto live stream. It's been very interesting, all right? And a lot of people are angry. A lot of people are very, very angry. I don't want to make it bigger than it is. Let's just cover the facts, the points, and everything that's going on. Because basically, Gary Gensler had his speech today. People are really angry at him. Let's put it like that. So, John Dean put up over on his Twitter, after watching the stage theater performance between Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler, there's no doubt that Coinbase will be sued regardless of whether it offers their new lending feature. Don't be shocked if the SEC sues Coinbase for selling securities without identifying which ones are these securities. Guys, be prepared for a lot of different crypto lawsuits. Be prepared for a lot of really, really crazy action in the crypto space. And be prepared for a lot of questions. It's about to get very interesting. It's about to get very, very, very interesting. Holy smokes. You guys most likely want to know what the guy said, huh? Oh, go sit down, grab some juice. It is so crazy, guys. It is mind-bogglingly crazy. Let's even put it at that level. It is that bad. It really is that bad. Now, let's start off, I guess, with what Brad Garlinghouse said, huh? Are you guys all ready? Let me see here real quick if everybody's popping in. Yeah, we have about 280 people watching already. That is crazy quick. Guys, if you are new to the channel or you appreciate what we do for a longer time or you're just watching right now, you see yourself, make sure you press the like button. Unfortunately, once more, sometimes we can make money with it, sometimes we can't. I don't exactly know how these live streams work, but once more, make sure you press the like button. All you have to do is just click it once. It helps the video perform a little bit better. And since we have about 350 people watching, we can instantly get to like 250 likes if everybody presses it. But yeah, and by the way, every time it does that little laggy thing, I get scared that the stream gets banned. But hopefully we are good to go. And my internet is doing fine, so I'm not exactly sure what is causing the stream to lag. Then I have absolutely no clue. Let's see quickly if I can change anything. It says in my settings that monetization is on. Yet I don't know why it keeps turning itself off, guys. I have no clue. But all right. Somebody says, I can't press the like button on my phone. Not sure why. No problem, man. At least you tried. I'll appreciate it. All good. All right, let's cover what Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO, said. He said, Chair Gary Gensler insisted again in today's testimony that the security laws are clear and easily understandable for the crypto market. And then turned around and said Congress needs to write laws to clarify. So, which one is it? Thank you, Senator Toomey, for being a voice of reason. Now, I've been watching a lot of stuff today, all right? I actually was watching the Apple live stream a little bit. I was watching Gary Gensler talk to the Congress, and all I got now is just question after question after question. What I do know for a fact is either this man has got some very messed up morals or ideas of how the real world applies, which comes to point number two, is this man has lost all touch with reality and he doesn't know exactly how normal people function in society. Because if he thinks that the rules are clear, there's definitely something wrong. All right, there's definitely something very wrong. And the last part is that this man is just hungry for power. Even though one fun thing I saw earlier, I'm not sure actually if I still have that open. I think I pressed the like button on that. Let me quickly see if I can show you guys this video that I saw earlier today of the Gary Gensler conference. It was really ridiculously funny. Here we go. So XP Yoda shared this. Let me quickly open it on my phone so I can actually let you guys listen to it too. I giggled for a good couple of seconds here. I want to say minutes, but it's been a couple of seconds. But it was definitely fun. Let me start from the get-go. Turn this sound off. Open it on my phone. There we go. Put it to the side. Volume all the way loud. There we go. All right.
But as to the people and the companies that you regulate as chairman of the SEC, do you consider yourself to be their daddy? No.
I got a good giggle in, my friends. I got a good giggle that he was like, do you call yourself daddy? I don't know. I had a good giggle. So again, as a reply to a couple of the questions that had to do with how the SEC right now is trying to encompass it all, right? If you, for example, look back at what Gary Gensler wrote in his letter about what he's thinking for crypto, it's pretty bad, all right? It's pretty bad because he wants to encompass exchanges and everything like that. So he's not our daddy, luckily, he said. Then again, the way that he's trying to push it, he kind of feels like our daddy, you know, because, I mean, he's going to encompass it all. Now, John Dean here said once more that he believes that there's a good chance that a lot of trouble is going to come out of this specific little video right here. As we just said, Coinbase is most likely going to get sued regardless. And what is that based upon? Not on this. Let me see, guys, if we can find it here. So apparently, the SEC chair said that Coinbase, right now as we speak, right frickin' now, right now in the mother frickin' second, I hope that nobody comes to check up on me because I'm knocking really hard and I'm thinking maybe the neighbors think I'm gonna something is happening to me. They're like, oh no, this guy's knocking. Let's go help him out. He might be done. Oh, that isn't smart. Sometimes you guys also say, why do you knock so hard? It's just enthusiasm, guys. I don't know why I keep doing that. Sometimes it's really dumb. I'm thinking, one of these days, there's going to be something. I'm trying to knock on my neighbor's, house or something like that. They're like, oh, screw this guy. He always knocks. One day I'm going to need him. It's like the boy who cried wolf, right? That's me. All right. Dozens of tokens that might be securities. The SEC chair, Gary Gensler, took a new shot at Coinbase amid an ongoing dispute between the agency and the company. It's very interesting. But once more, Gary Gensler is not my daddy. All right. Gary Gensler hinted that many of the assets currently listed on Coinbase may be securities. The remark comes as the SEC and Coinbase are in an ongoing fight over crypto regulation. Guys, before we continue, let's make a couple of things clear. I am not a financial advisor. None of this stuff is legal advice. Everything in this video is purely for entertainment purposes, but it has an educational side to it because we are reading news, literally. A lot of this stuff is my own personal opinion, not a professional one, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm not telling you guys to go do anything crazy or dangerous or anything like that. All right, don't do anything just because I said so. All right, and these stakes in an ongoing battle between the SEC and Coinbase got higher on Tuesday as the agency's chairman, Gary Gensler, suggested that the Coinbase, or biggest crypto exchange in the US, might actually be breaking the law. Speaking at a hearing convened by the Senate Banking Committee, Gensler observed that Coinbase did not have a license to operate as a stock exchange, even though they have dozens of tokens that might be securities. Gensler's remarks was notable given that it did not come in a response to a direct question about securities, but instead as an aside while replying to a query from Senator Elizabeth Warren about whether customers could be harmed when exchanges like Coinbase go down under high trading volume. Gensler's comments echo previous statements he has made regarding the current state of the crypto market. In an early August, the SEC chair said he believed many tokens currently being traded may be unregistered securities without required disclosures or market oversight. His statement that Coinbase may be selling securities without a license also comes less than a week after Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, lashed out at the SEC on Twitter, accusing the agency of failing to provide a transparent regulatory regime for good actors in the crypto industry. And this is actually the most ironical part, because as it literally stands, Coinbase is saying, you're not really clear. Ripple is saying, you're not really clear. Ethereum, where we have an entire thread here of it being kind of sketchy, is saying it is quite clear. And then the SEC also is coming in today again saying it is quite clear. Isn't that funny? How only the ones on the side that are really being hurt are thinking it ain't clear because we were doing something wrong or we didn't understand. Yet all the ones that get off of it nicely, so the SEC getting all this money, for example, and all these wins, and Ethereum getting the preferential treatment, is like, no, everything's good, everything's fine, everything is obvious. Isn't it funny, guys? So people saying the SEC is a scam, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that, we have a very odd amount of 666 viewers. Is that it's very strange the way that they're handling things and the way that they suppose that market participants think. Like right now, you guys all know it. I look at crypto news every single day. It's not my main job, but it is something I'd like to do every single day. I do wonder, how come that I personally here, as an investor, very much don't understand fully what the rules are, even though I've spent countless hours on it. I've most likely spent way more hours than the casual normal investor, yet even I don't know what exactly is and what isn't allowed. And if that's the case, and I don't know, and like big crypto entrepreneurs like Brad Collinghouse, for example, and stuff like that, don't know, isn't that a mistake from a different perspective? At least that's my thought process. I just can't grasp the idea that they're trying to say that it's really clear. It's just, it can't get into my head. I don't understand how they can even come. Oh, okay, let's not slap myself too much, but it just doesn't make sense to me, guys. Is this guy, is he playing a game with us or what? I really don't understand. Somebody says, should I sell my XRP? I'm still holding on. The more that I see this type of stuff, the more I'm sure that either something is just really wrong with that commission, potentially, or the United States in the crypto industry. Or there's just some fishy stuff going on, guys. I can't even explain it properly. It just doesn't make no sense. It really, really doesn't. All right, let's quickly see. He thought that many are right now still a security. Unregistered securities. His statement that Coinbase may be selling securities without a license also comes after the Coinbase SEC backlash, basically, where Coinbase said SEC didn't want to meet with us, and Coinbase said it isn't clear. Armstrong, which is the Coinbase CEO, tweets came as Coinbase disclosed that the SEC had threatened to sue the company if it went forward with a plan to launch a product called Lend that would pay consumers 4% interest on their USDC stablecoin holdings, which once more is just an easy copy of AVA, even though AVA right now has expanded a little bit. Before it used to be called ETHLend because it's basically a lending system on Ethereum, which has been alive for at least 4 years, at least 3.5 years. I don't know exactly when it originated, but at least 4 years it's been alive for. Again, my wonder is, no, at least let's say 3.5 years, because I've been holding ETHLend for 3.5 years at least. At least. But it might have been alive for maybe like 4.5. I don't remember exactly. So ETHLend is basically a lending platform on Ethereum. They later on switched over to become AVA. And, well, I mean, that's been around. Why haven't they ever been sued? Why have they ever found out a problem about it? But then now that Coinbase is trying something like that, it's a really, really big no-go. Is it because Coinbase is properly registered? Kinda. But then again, isn't that hypocritical? If, some companies that want to do it following the rules and not in the background are getting the big finger, if you guys get it. Like, ETHLend AVA is just completely fine. Over in the US, not really a big problem. There's no rules. It's all good. But because Coinbase is a big US company, wants to do it legitimately and good. No. That can't happen. No. You want to try that? We're gonna sue you. We're not just gonna sue you for one thing. No, we're gonna come after you really hard. Oh, you did something in the past. Oh, we're coming for you for that one too. That's what it kind of feels like. Now, this is basically, once more, USDC is a stable coin, and that's a type of crypto, that token that is designed to hold a steady value, often pegged to a fiat currency like the US dollar. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying these videos, you can help the channel out a lot by pressing the like button. Our record amount of likes ever was the day that our channel got, unfortunately, but we basically at that point hit 500 likes within 30 minutes. Right now it's been 13 minutes and we're already halfway there. Once more, you don't ever have to do anything, but I'm just saying we are today on record pace, as I don't think we've ever hit more than like 200 likes in this amount of minutes. This is also already a crazy amount. Just quickly saying that once more. Some people say it's very annoying if you ask. Some people say it's all good, because I know for a fact that a lot of people just forget about it. Let's see here. Shortly after Armstrong tweeted, one of the SEC's own Twitter accounts published a video providing a basic definition of what a security is under the law. And this is actually from the SEC official Twitter. I checked this out earlier already. I didn't show you guys the video, I believe, but I have it in front of us. And so I'm going to also play this for you. I have to open it on my phone again. I forgot about that. Because it's a little bit older already. Yet it's very relevant. Let me see, guys. Here we go. I have it in likes. There we go. Start. All of a sudden I get a copyright notice, copyright strike, SEC striking you down. That wouldn't be fun.
What are bonds? A bond is like a loan you make to a company. You get paid interest on the money you invest, known as principal. Unlike a loan, however, the value of the bond fluctuates based, among other things, on the performance of the company and the interest rate environment. You can sell the bond at any time. If you keep it until maturity and the company doesn't default, you will be repaid your principal plus interest.
So, I mean, why is that relevant? They're saying here, this is for you. How? I mean, it's not a bond. You're not buying part in the company. You're not getting part in the company at all. I mean, USDC is not going to fluctuate, so I don't get that part either. It's like a bank, right? I mean, it's like a bank providing you a return on your money. I mean, how is it a bond though? I don't really get that. I don't know exactly why I would have to watch a video about bonds for I don't know. Maybe it's just my ignorance. I just literally do not understand the connection there, but maybe you guys do know it. If you do, tell me. Are you into Solana? Yeah, I have a lot of Solana stuff open, guys. I'll talk about it a little bit later. Now, shortly after this, SEC's own Twitter accounts published a video providing a basic definition of what a bond is, not a security under the law necessarily. A move that, I guess it's also security, right? So I guess. A move that many in the crypto industry interpreted as trolling Coinbase. A spokesperson for Coinbase said the company would decline to comment for now about Gensler's remark that it might be listing dozens of tokens that are securities. The issue of which digital assets are securities under U.S. federal law, a designation that creates a series of obligations that include registering with the SEC. Now, let me tell you guys one more thing. So, what I don't understand, right, is what they're saying sometimes is it's very easy to see an ICO and know that it's a security. However, if we look, for example, at the situation at hand, EOS had an ICO. Ethereum had an ICO. EOS, wrong. Ethereum, good. What exactly is the wrong part about the one and the good part about the other? Like, where exactly is that line, and why is one thing good, why is one thing bad? I just don't understand. Like, I mean, there are most likely so many underlying reasons, right? But the problem is, this is for the normal, and that's again the whole entire point. The normal people of ordinary intelligence should be able to figure this out, because that's what all those rules are based upon. And once more, if we can't look and know whether or not any of these is just fine or not fine, they're all just kind of the same, right? An ICO is an ICO. That's what it looks like for normal people. If you really start diving deep, you're like, okay, so this ICO was that with that reason, blah, 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 blah. But that's if you look really far. So you can't say it's clear. Now, and that's also the problem with listing further tokens. If the Coinbase can get in trouble for every crypto that it has listed right now that might be a security, then the entire crypto space in the United States is just going to fall. Because that basically means every exchange over in the US that has crypto on it that potentially could be every exchange that has listed XRP ever is then in trouble. Every exchange that has ever listed EOS before the date at which they got sued, I guess, is in trouble. Even now, though, it's like EOS is fine because they got sued in the past, but they're good now. I mean, it's so freaking strange, man. The issue of which digital assets are securities under U.S. federal law. Let's actually do a couple of steps back, by the way. So what I remember now is EOS got sued because they had a $4 billion ICO, paid a $24 million fine, but right now there aren't a lot of exchanges that are good. How does that work, actually? Are they now properly decentralized enough then? So did it go through the same process as Ethereum, but then with a fine in the middle? Do you guys know about that? Because that's also weird if you start thinking about it. Now, the issue of which digital assets are securities under U.S. federal law, a designation that creates a series of obligations that include registering with the SEC, has long been a source of confusion and frustration for the crypto industry. While the SEC has issued statements that suggest that it does not consider Bitcoin and Ether to be securities, many of the tokens still fall in the gray area. And also, this is partially untrue because even though some SEC members have said it, the SEC themselves has never let go of statements that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. These are SEC member statements, but again, guys, those are just opinions. Those are not SEC officials. And a lot of you guys are asking, what hearing? There was an SEC hearing. Right now, two things are going on today, guys. We had the Brad Garlinghouse deposition, which means Brad Garlinghouse is going to talk to SEC lawyers. We have Gary Gensler's talk here, which is basically a talk with the banking committee about a lot of different things. I can open it up for you guys. It was like freaking, it was a couple of hours ago already. On his own Twitter, on Gary Gensler's Twitter, you find here a video where it was basically live. But I believe if you press the link right here. Oh, my microphone cut out for a little second. I think we're good to go. Let me see. Let's see if all is good. Guys, we still good? My mic cut out for a second. I need to see if it's still configured properly in my settings. Let me see. Test. Yeah, we're still good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's gonna be a big problem with my new setup. I put my microphone into the air, with like with like a stand, like a professional guy. Because even though I've been doing this for 4 years, I went, put my microphone on a stand, put it on the table, put it on a stand, put it on the table. And now I'm back to a stand. I'm a stand type of guy. All right, which is also because this way I can sit more comfortably. Your microphone might be a little dusty. Very nice, Skank Hunt. Very nice, Skank Hunt 42. Yeah, I remember. I know you. Please don't troll me, my friend. All right. Let's see what you guys. You guys are saying all good. Yeah, I can check it myself, of course, guys. I mean, I'm not that dusty. Let's see. Let us see. So while the SEC has issued some, again, wrong, they didn't. The SEC has yet to create a process to quickly identify a token's legal status, which is also odd, right? You would say, why wouldn't they just make one quick, easy little rule book? But no, we're not going to do that. Why? Because that way people would know. Name it with me, guys. What would be one reason why the SEC can determine that some projects are securities, but it can't tell people why some projects are not securities? It is BS to the core. You can't see it otherwise. You can't. It is impossible. If the SEC can determine what makes a project a security and can sue them for it, they can let those classifications be known to the public. They're saying it's clear. It isn't. And how come that everybody in the world can see, okay, the rules are not that clear, right? Everybody can see it, except for the guys that make the rules. They're like, it's obvious. Nobody gets it. And I really, guys, once more, I don't want to be that guy to say conflict of interest. I don't want to be the guy to say they really are corrupt, because we don't know exactly what's going on in the background. What we do know, though, is that this absolutely does not make sense. It's impossible that Gary Gensler himself really thinks that all the rules are clear. And if he really does think so, he's lost touch with reality because it's stupid. Fuller says, I will say it. Yeah. Relax, bro. Same title for a month and price is still the same. A lot of people are actually of that opinion, that things are still the same as last month. First of all, I personally think a lot of things happen. And if you're a longer term hodler who is not planning to buy, not planning to sell for any reason, I actually don't recommend you to sit on YouTube and just do something else, because what you get is news. What you get is what's going on. So I don't know exactly what you expected, Mr. Strictly. I don't really understand what you're saying. What we're talking about is exactly what's happening right now. There's a new hearing. Once more BS, more things coming together. And it doesn't make sense. And the price staying the same. There's a lot of fluctuation, even though the price right now specifically is going a little bit sideways. Yet still, it's progress. All right, and I prefer to watch the crypto news, crypto market, everything like that. If you don't, you can always just leave the channel, my friend. But I will not take a break. No, my friend, I will not do that. Because I like it. I don't know. I like the space. I like talking about it. I like seeing all this stuff. Do I want tea or coffee right now? I would say go for some tea. Yes. All right. So I don't know why they didn't make a rule book on it. I guess it's just because that way they can't sue others. They have two ways to do it, right? Rulemaking process or litigation, and they're going for litigation every single time. Let's see it with Coinbase. If they just pull up a real easy framework for exchanges, boom, all the trouble's gone. But no, instead of making an easy framework, easy rulebook, they're like, you know what? We're going to make it very vague, and we're going to make it so that every exchange out there is going to have trouble and going to, kind of scratch beneath their freaking armpits or heads. Alan says vodka sounds good. I would say stick to the tea, my friend. Stick to the tea. Hey guys, where are you all watching from? For me right now, it is about 10:20 p.m. Senator Pat Toomey appeared to channel the crypto industry's frustration during the hearing, telling Gensler, quote, "I'm concerned the SEC hasn't provided sufficient definition as to how it would apply the Howey test," end quote. A reference to the Supreme Court case that set out 4 criteria to identify if an investment was a security. Once more, the Howey test. Toomey also pressed Gensler over how stablecoins could be considered a security, since one prong of the Howey test required there to be a likely expectation of profit something that stablecoins do not provide. And that's actually where things really get difficult for me too. So, once more, guys, if a stablecoin is tied to the US dollar, its literal purpose is to stay on the exact same spot, and one of the prongs of Howey being expectation of profit, yet it doesn't move, then how can it be a security if the price never moves? And that's the entire point of it. Wow, look at that, guys. We have people all over the world. However, today I'm seeing mostly US, UK, a little bit of Dutchies. I'm not seeing that many people from, oh, there we go. You Australians and Malaysians were quiet for a little second. We have South Africa. I'm watching from Gary Gensler's mom's house. Okay, very peculiar. Malta. You guys are watching 4:20 p.m., huh? Very nice, very nice. Biwa, Australia. Never heard of that in my life. Chicago, Illinois. A lot of you guys are watching at 4:20 p.m., huh? Very nice, very nice. Estonia, UK, Scotland, Colorado, Canada, India, Texas, London, USA, Alkmaar. Wait, how's one guy saying he's watching at 1:50 a.m.? Is that in India? Right? Because I believe India is one of the only places ever that has like a split time zone where it's like a half hour apart. Right? That's, yeah, you guys are saying India, I think, is the only country, at least the only one that I am aware of, where you can have freaking half an hour apart. Which is, again, something I didn't know about until very late in my life. Manchester, Dallas, Houston, UK. There we go, guys. Switzerland, Abu Dhabi, Saturn. Always a troll in there. Bulgaria. We went to Bulgaria, like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. It was very fun. I like Bulgaria. All right. So how could that be? In response, Gensler demurred and noted that Congress had given the SEC broad scope to define securities. It's not immediately clear what Gensler's remarks on Tuesday mean for Coinbase. The company has added over 100 digital assets to its platform in the last few years, but has only removed one. The exchange delisted XRP after the SEC sued the cryptocurrency creator, Ripple, for allegedly violating security laws last year and illegally raising over $1.2 billion in XRP sales. The case is expected to go before a judge in the coming months, and if the SEC concludes that dozens of Coinbase's offerings are indeed securities, the company would likely have to delist them and could face a series of fines and investigations. Such a development would amount to a devastating blow for the broader crypto industry, since Coinbase is arguably regarded as the most mainstream crypto firm and has long billed itself as eager to operate within the law. So once more, my guys, if we are actually almost, I'm just seeing it now, we're almost at 500 likes. We have 2.5 more minutes, which is then again my record-breaking number. I've never hit that before. We hit it in, I think, 31 minutes last time, which is crazy fast even. It's just crazy, guys. You are all so amazing. I want to quickly make that clear. Every single one of you watching this video right now, you are king or queen or something. Emperor. I don't know what else to say. You guys are amazing. Wow, that's insane though, right? The 500 people pressed that button. Wow, I just can't even, I can't believe it sometimes. I guess 500 viewers is already amazing. Don't get me wrong, but the 500 people press the like button on your stuff, sometimes it's so humbling, man, that people just, yeah. Uh-oh. No, please don't get stuck again. Oh, half a heart attack again. I can't. Why does the stream keep lagging? I just can't do that, man. No, so, okay. And Gensler is basically bearish on crypto, while Tuesday's hearing touched on a range of other issues. Hey, we hit it, guys! We hit 500 likes, but in 28 minutes and 30. Let me take a screenshot. Let me take a picture of this real quick, guys. There we go. I'm gonna send it to my family chat. That is amazing, guys. Wow. Let me quickly send it away. Let me send it. I'm proud. Proud little guy. Wow. Look at that. Or maybe it's awkward to send. We hit 500 likes in 28 minutes. That is just. Wow. I can't believe it. Mom! No, just kidding. Mom, come over. We doing good. Say hi, Clint. What's up, Clint? What's up? What's up? Good exposure, man. What does that mean? I was the first one. Very nice, Adrian. Very much appreciated. I can't see the start of the stream anymore. I can't see what's first. But you guys are amazing. Huh? Why did my phone ring? You my mom? You in the group chat? A lot of you guys, every time I give away things, you guys are saying, oh, I'm your long-lost nephew or your long-lost uncle, huh? Who's sending me this? Very nice. Okay, while Tuesday's hearing touched on a range of other issues, including cybersecurity and Robinhood's business model, crypto was the topic most frequently raised by the senators in attendance, because of course all of them are interested too. Senator Cynthia Lummis, whose home state of Wyoming has passed laws to attract crypto companies, repeated Toomey's concerns about a lack of clear rules for the sector, and asked if Gary Gensler was in favor of responsible financial innovation. Gensler responded that he is strongly in favor of innovation, and that the SEC has encouraged newer companies to engage with the agency. I've said, come in, and whether it's in crypto or elsewhere, he added. Overall, however, Gensler's tone was bearish when it came to crypto. He appeared sympathetic to Warren, who blasted the industry for high fees associated with trading. And other transactions are failing to live up to its promise of financial inclusion. Gensler told Warren that the commission needed more resources to police the industry. And I think that's again where things get really dark. So Gensler once more wants to make sure that everything falls under the SEC. He wants more power from whatever entity in the United States decides that. I don't know, maybe Biden himself, I don't know. And they basically want the task force to be broadened, but as the SEC as their hat. And that's again where the little video of Daddy, pun intended, yes, is becoming kind of relevant, because the question of are you the daddy of all that stuff refers to this, right? Does everything that you're talking about here, does everything fall under you? Because he's the chairman of it and everything falls under him. Once more, guys, I'm not being angry with Gary Gensler himself. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not even saying he's bad at his job. He's either just very unrealistic or there's just something that he knows that we don't or something like that. Like there's just a discrepancy somewhere, and I can't explain to you guys exactly where it is. Okay, so there's a couple of people saying some interesting stuff. What exact time the court starts? There was a Gensler hearing a couple of hours ago that started, I don't know, like at 10 a.m. Washington time. We have, is the lawsuit going on now? I don't know what you mean with that. The lawsuit is going on, yes. Equalizer said, yo, Dusty, have been watching you for half a year now. Thanks for all the info and videos. Just want you to know your opinion about VeChain because I don't know if I should sell or keep. Man, if you've been watching my videos here, you'd know what I think about VeChain very much because I talk about VeChain at least every day. I hodl, my friend. All right, which is odd. And there are 6,000 projects, and while some are commodities, many are securities under law, he said. Right now, there are many individuals in this country who have been hurt. There will be more harm since the crypto area is trying to stay outside the investor protection parameter. Other crypto skeptics at the hearing include Mark Warner, a foreign affairs specialist who warned of crypto's potential to skirt anti-money laundering laws and remarked, quote, some of the things I see from Intel's side scare the dickens out of me. Again, sometimes I accidentally click my microphone out when I touch my pop filter. Warner did acknowledge the crypto industry's capacity to mobilize its supporters, citing a recent dispute in Congress over the definition of brokers, which is going to be another whole new story, by the way, because they're going to have to talk about that in the freaking Congress too. In the House, right? It's going to be coming up at the end of September. And noting, for a group that says they are unorganized, I've never seen a group that's got as many publications as the crypto community already has. All of this suggests that Tuesday's hearing and the ongoing clash between the SEC and Coinbase is likely to be a protracted battle as the regulator and Congress attempt to create rules to oversee the fast-growing crypto industry. Guys, by the way, we only need one more subscriber to hit 131. On my screen, we still need one more subscriber to hit 131,000 subs. Have we already hit it on your screen, guys? On my screen, we need one more. That's, again, very funny, but I think in the YouTube app that it just sometimes gets stuck on 99. Because I can't think that over the last 30 minutes that we've been streaming, with over 8,000 views, that nobody has subscribed yet. That would be kind of odd, right? Oh, Tommy says we hit it already. That is once more crazy, guys. 131,000 subs. Wow. The channels are growing so fast. At least for me it is. Let's quickly see. Bill Morgan coming in with the $8 Australian saying, I'm having breakfast for you. Do you want croissant or sausages and fried eggs? Do you want croissant or sausages and fried eggs? So it's the choice, so either croissants or sausages and fried eggs. Huh. That's a difficult one, my friend. It's a very difficult one. Can I not take all of them? Wouldn't that be nice? Somebody says... Oh, the people are beefing with each other themselves a little bit. Phil and Law tweets pretty quickly when the new docs come out, so whenever he tweets it. Yeah, if you're wondering exactly when new stuff will come out, first of all, I will be posting it as soon as it does. And usually, guys, I am here very, very quickly. If it doesn't happen in the middle of the night, I am usually here within like an hour or so, but very often within like 10 minutes, because I've even, what was the last time, guys? Where was I at? I don't know. I drove back home to get my laptop to do a stream for y'all, which was rather funny. Very often, though, I just have my laptop with me and I can stream whatever because it doesn't take that long. But sometimes I'm busy and I have to wait a couple of hours. But usually we're pretty quick with that. Let me actually give you guys the Telegram rundown, which I do a couple of times a day nowadays. There's 2 new Telegrams. The links are down below. There's basically this alert Telegram, which you should check out because guys, a lot of people in the comment section have complained, oh, Dusty, we don't get notifications for your videos. Boom. I decided to make a Telegram so I can post a video in there every time that it goes live to make sure that you guys get another notification. Second one is a new Telegram group so we can just chat with each other. I'm in here all the time. I read every single thing that you guys post. So best chance to talk to me right now is just to go into Telegram. You know, yeah, just check it out. Please don't send me DMs because a lot of people are trying to scam and a lot of people are trying to ask so many different things that it gets messy. But just chat in the group and I'll chat back. Try to do as much as I can. It's just for fun. Once more, you don't have to join any of this stuff, but it's just there for if you guys do want it, if you are interested, all right? So don't feel obliged, but it is there if you want to. Now, let's quickly see. Warner did acknowledge the crypto industry's capacity to mobilize its supporters, citing a recent dispute in Congress over the definition of brokers and noting that for a group that says they're unorganized, I've never seen a group that's got as many publications as the crypto already has. All of this suggests that Tuesday's hearing and the ongoing clash between the SEC and Coinbase is likely to be a protracted battle as the regulator and Congress attempt to create rules to oversee the fast-growing crypto industry. Yet, as well there, I'm thinking if they think about making rules or making rules, whatever, very strange, but they don't do it. Driven Madness says, Dusty, you need to just stay live. Even when you sleep, I left for work this morning, checked, you had no stream going. I listened to a couple vids and see you're live, so I missed the beginning of stream. I'm so sorry, my friend. I can't stream all day, obviously. I have things to do. Geometric says, just set your alarm. Every 6 hours, a new video will be up. That's very true, though. I mean, we're not going to be... There's never going to be 12 hours without a video, I think. Gensler talk yet? He talked, like 5 hours ago or something. Here you can see on his Twitter. I will retweet. It's now a little bit too late. And again, if you guys want a recommendation, watch this video that I retweeted. It's about... basically one of the senators here, I don't know what his name is, Mr. Haggerty, or maybe his name is to the left, it might be him, asking if Gary Gensler is a daddy, which was definitely kind of fun. I liked that a lot. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed reading that. Gave me a good little giggle, gave me a good little smile. And once more, guys, even Brad Garlinghouse is not happy. He says, for all the people that are new here, Chair Gensler insisted again in today's testimony that the security laws are clear and easily understandable for the crypto market. By the way, I do wonder exactly when Garlinghouse will be deposed because I thought that he was deposed right now. Like, he should have been deposed like right now as we speak, right? I mean, I don't really understand that. Now, Garrison saying it's all really clear, and then turned around and said to Congress that they need to write the laws to clarify, which is still very odd. I don't get it, but that's the system. That's just the system, guys. Yeah, it's very funny. Once more, guys, I'm not a financial or legal advisor. I want to make that really clear to everybody watching right now, so there's never any confusion. Everything I'm saying here is just my own personal opinion. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. And what we read through here is other people's opinions sometimes some official news, but make sure you take everything with a grain of salt and always are careful with investing into crypto because it's dangerous. All right. A lot of part of the story is also about how Ethereum is now being treated in hippopotamus? No, how do you say that? Hypocritical way? Whew. Once more, guys, my native language is Dutch. All right? Sometimes the English bubble, it just messes up a little bit. And if I were always speaking like this a little bit more and I could not think of some words, you'd be a lot more like, oh, this guy speaks another language, it's fine. But because the accent sometimes does not show it, people are like, huh, this guy doesn't even speak English. And I get, sometimes in the comment section, I'm like, wow, why are you hating me? If I don't understand a word, some people are like, you stupid ass freaking monkey, you don't even know how to spell freaking Badaklashimas? I'm like, no, I've never heard that word before. All right, Japan's crypto exchange to relist XRP, as it seems that Ripple can beat the SEC charges. We talked about this before. However, the conclusion we actually didn't really go into too much. It's actually kind of funny. So when I made an announcement that Japan was relisting XRP, people were like, it never got off of Japan because it was always available over there, which is true. However, you should understand that over in Japan, a lot of exchanges weren't really happy with XRP because of a potential lack of liquidity. And just for the fact that it got sued, right? Even though once more in Japan, XRP is completely fine. So Japan's exchanges, or any exchange for that matter, even like Femex, relisting XRP, or even like Stratus, all those exchanges that are even just in other countries, it shows some progress in the lawsuit because they took it off because they were scared, and now they basically regotten their faith. You guys get that? So whatever piece of news made them change their mind is positive stuff, because if they change their mind and relisted, that's pretty juicy. Take the you guys are what child? I'm seeing some very childish behavior in the chat box. I like it though. Take the R out of Gary's name. Very nice, guys. We've reached a very low and fifth time the stream crashed. Are you guys witnessing some crashes from the stream? I do see a lot of these spikes in the... Look, I don't know if I can show you guys real quick. I do see a lot of these spikes here. So that basically, it will basically readjust itself. But I think that's when people try to reconnect. So basically a couple hundred people just get thrown out of it for a little second before it comes back up. But I don't know exactly what makes that happen or what causes that. I have not the faintest of clues. Once more, guys, I'm not a professional live streamer. I'm not really good with all of this. You spelled embarrassment wrong? I like it. All right, guys, be a little bit careful with what you say in the chat box, guys. Don't. It stopped 3 times for me. I need to reload it. There's some buffering. But I'm looking at my stream settings here, and everything it says, let me quickly see. There's been 0 dropped frames. Usually, if there's something wrong, I'd notice because my stream would say so. But it looks as if everything is exactly clean. But still, indeed, the stream sometimes buffer a little bit for me too. So I don't know why. Because my internet is freaking fire. I bought one of the most expensive internet freaking packages you could ever get. So my internet is freaking... It's zooming, all right? That can't be it. But I don't know exactly what's causing it then. I don't know. Well, let's see what else we got here, guys. There was some Ether stuff. A never-before-seen Ether supply shock is underway. Here are the factors at play. A lot of people were pointing this out to me a little bit earlier. They were saying, oh, Ether supply shock. I really honestly don't care about that. I'm just going to be honest with you. Do you guys really feel as if this is going to be a critical factor? No, it isn't. They're saying that a supply shock is coming for Bitcoin and ETH. For ETH, market players are rolling out some significant factors that are leading up to the supply shock for the second most valuable crypto, as popular Ether proponent Croissant noted on Twitter. Quote, there are several things leading up to an extraordinarily supply shock for ETH. It's going to the point where it doesn't even matter who sells. There's simply too much demand for block space on Ethereum. And from some perspective, that's a really good point, right? Because people just want to work on there. People just want to build stuff. People just want to work with these NFTs. People just want Ethereum and all that. And there's just always going to be demand. It doesn't really matter who sells because there's always going to be a lot of activity where people just need the Ethereum. If you need to send some other token, you need the gas. You need the Ethereum. I do get where they're coming from. Then again, I'm not exactly sure where the supply shock comes from then because, well, if many people sell, even though there's always going to be this demand, it can definitely outweigh the demand, right? The supply can definitely outweigh it if a lot of people sell. I guess just longer term, it doesn't matter. And the fact that Ethereum is now deflationary, I guess, helps, right? But I'm not exactly too sure why people are always basing this upon. But maybe that's just my own personal thought process. I just saw MicroStrategy's Bitcoin pile dwarves most S&P 500 cash holdings. MicroStrategy Inc.'s Bitcoin holdings dwarf the traditional corporate treasuries of most members of the S&P 500 index, after its latest purchase swelled the value of the digital assets in its coffers to over $5 billion. Little fun fact, if you just start to think for a little second how much cash Apple has, then, the entire $5 billion that they have in crypto, it really ain't that big anymore, though. It really isn't that amazing there anymore. Then Miami. I just saw this, was like, what? Miami City commissioners vote to accept $4.5 million in Miami coin. What in the world is this? Well, the TLDR, because I don't want to read the entire article, says the Miami coin will serve for mining clean Bitcoin, and the funds approved in the token will be used for green crypto mining and currency education. And sometimes, guys, I think that people just want to make a crypto to make a crypto, because I don't really believe that this is any real good use. But once more, that is just me, though. I mean, it makes no sense. Then the Solana price tumbles as Solana goes through a denial of service attack. For all of you guys wondering about Solana, that's exactly what went out today. I'll make another small video, I think, on my second channel, which, by the way, is called 5 Minute Crypto, just to quickly cover the situation and what went on. I'll quickly share you guys the link to my channel. Here it is. Here it goes. This is my second channel. It's called 5 Minute Crypto. Oh, that messed up. Okay, we good. Here we go. I'll share it once more in the chat box. There we go. There is my channel name. Make sure you check it out if you want to, because that is the second channel. Let's see what else we have here. Which, again, whatever happened to Solana, we'll talk about. Solana mainnet beta is experiencing intermittent instability. Began approximately 4 or 5 minutes ago. Engineers are investigating. Later on, it said, actually, never mind, it's been down for much longer. Timer on Solana Beach is actually just broken. Looks like down for almost 2 hours. Reason I see floating around is that there was a highly anticipated IDO scheduled at 12 p.m. and too much demand caused an outage. Not sure about the technical details, though. So, yeah, denial of service attack. And then Solana has been down for hours due to resource exhaustion. It's just too busy. They didn't expect it. Billionaire Cohen to invest in neo crypto trading firm Radical, which is rather interesting. And then over on here, Google partners with NFT leader Dapper Labs to support Flow blockchain. Always good, always juicy, just crypto news that we need to know about, Like some of the stuff here you just need to know about, you just need to hear for a little second. It's not going to, change your life up too quickly all of a sudden, but it's just news that you need to know about real quick. Let's actually see, guys, if any news came out on the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit just now. Because once more, guys, Brad Garlinghouse is being deposed today, and the judge was supposed to be sent some letters from the SEC, but it didn't happen just quite yet. Let me actually check out Court Listener to see if we can officially verify that nothing came out. A couple of times I saw it first because I just keep refreshing a couple of times a day. Let's see if we get some news coming in today. No, not yet. Docket number 350 was the last one, September 10th. If it says here September 13th, then we know that Ripple, or at least that the SEC sent their documents over. Oh, no, they have until tomorrow, actually. So they have until, it should say the September 14th. Never mind. I was already thinking it was after 12 a.m., but on my end, but not for you guys, but we're good. September 14th, obviously. What will happen if the SEC doesn't give the judge the documents? Well, I don't think they're going to do that, because the lawyers know you're not going to mess around with the judge. If you say you're going to do it in 2 weeks and you can't do it, a couple of days prior to that point, you put up a notice saying, "Hey, we can't do it." You don't mess around with the judge in that way. You can't. That's not something you do in the law. If you mess up and you all of a sudden file a document later than the date which you specified, that's a really big no-go. So they will wait maybe for the last second. So we have, for example, let's say about 6 hours or so left, or 7 hours maybe, before the end of the day over in America. And no, there's not going to be a hearing, guys. Why do you keep saying that stuff? I think many people in the community are just not properly educated on what happens. I make video updates every day explaining to you guys exactly what's going on. Yet people come into the chat box just talking about the most dumb stuff sometimes. Not you, not you, literally specifically, not you watching right now. But some people do. Guys, please understand that whenever a hearing comes, I will tell you. Right now, there's no hearing, guys. But maybe people are talking about, I can't wait for the hearing, which is about to happen in the future, which can be. But make sure, guys, that you don't just believe everybody on the internet, right? Do your own proper research. Today is basically where the SEC sends over a lot of their documents for the judge to review it on camera. That does not mean that we actually get to see it. Also, Ripple will be getting some documents, but that will be behind closed doors in the sense that they will not see a lot. Now, the judge is going to look at those documents and decide whether or not Ripple basically gets to see more. And from a certain perspective, if the judge needs to see more of the documents because, well, once more, they're allowed to go through the process, or if they're privileged. And privileged basically means they aren't supposed to be able to be used in court. Now, once more, guys, as it currently stands, an on-camera review is private. So, as it currently stands, we're not going to see it until officially coming out. But the on-camera review, I don't think we're ever going to see itself. We're most likely just going to see the documents if the judge says that it's fine. So, just letting you guys know about that. Oh, Zachariah says on-camera review. On-camera is a law, the term that means in private. And he also says it's not on camera itself. Oh, that's what you mean. So it's not on camera itself. In a camera review, basically just means private. That could be. I don't know what the exact term means. I just know it means that she's looking through those documents in the background. Maybe it's on an official camera, maybe not. I don't really know about that. Dusty, when are you going to start streaming with Facecam? If I ever feel like it, I'll do that. Not yet. Maybe one day. Maybe if it's necessary one day. But it's not yet necessary. I think camera means small room in Latin, right? Dude, I don't know. My Latin is not that good anymore, guys. Didn't you say that 125K? No, I definitely did not. I said at 150K we would do it, but that was a long time ago. If we did hit 150K quickly, I would have done it. But that is when we were taking in like 1,000 subscribers a day, when things are really doing amazing. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do it. But right now we're getting, I don't know, maybe 70 subscribers a day or something. Like, yeah, why would I? I mean, we're growing, but not that fast. I'm like, it's all fine already. I mean, I don't need to change anything up. But when the channel was growing that quickly, I was like, you know what? I'll commit to it fully. But now I'm thinking, it's not needed. So maybe if we start going really quickly again, I'll just change up and do it again. So it's definitely still something I'm thinking about. Don't get it wrong, but not yet. So yeah, that is that part. All right, bro. We just want to see the guy we listen to all day long, every day for years. Yeah. When did you find my channel, guys? What year? Let me know in the chat box real quick. The question is, will there be a bear market? I think the bear market is still pretty far away, but it depends on what you call bear market. Do you consider that the time from April up to July 29th or whatever, to the end of August, whatever, do you consider all that stuff a bear market with like a couple of weeks of bull market then again? Or do you consider the bear market to be, you know, basically if we really go down all the way to 10,000 or so? But the fun fact is the bear market is the time period before that. So even right now, we could theoretically speaking be in a bear market since we had an all-time high in April. And right now, we've never made an all-time high again. So we could be on a slow decline towards the depths, right? Could be. Somebody says, check the 1 minute chart. I can't do that, my friend. You see, like this is when the bear market started on the peak. And it could be that exactly this day here is when the bear market started. I mean, theoretically speaking, it's possible. The problem is you're not going to figure that out until a lot later. Because we could be right now, for example, exactly on this area. Like, for example, this second top here is right here, this top, or even this top for that matter. Could be. Problem is you don't know until afterwards. Bart Kivit says I was with your first 4,000 subs. That's crazy, my friend. When do you think the most likely time this loss will be released? I don't know what you mean with released. I think you mean settled or done for. I think there's a good chance it will happen within the next 4 months. You know, that's, again, so difficult, guys. There's a good chance it can be November, but it can also be a little bit late. It just depends on how things roll from here, guys. It's so difficult to say. I don't think it will take more than 6 months, to be honest with you. But again, it can be more, theoretically speaking. It can also be just like tomorrow. It can be. Somebody says 2014. That's BS. Liar. You have 2021, 2019, about 6 months. 2021, 2020. A lot of people came over in 2021. That's also pretty crazy. Oh, Mario says, I saw your video about the stock market and passive income. You guys remember that? Yeah, there's actually a channel which I have, which I don't do anything with anymore. I have a lot of channels actually, because sometimes I'm thinking, I do a lot of stuff in my day-to-day life as well, which you guys don't know anything about. I'm not talking about vlogging, but I'm talking about learning people things. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find I have multiple different things here. I have the business realm, 5-minute crypto, and growth masters. This is more like my normal job because I run Instagram accounts basically. I run about, let's say, 400 of them with, let's say, 90 million followers in total. And I basically just, that's my company, what made me, I guess, what my work is basically. And we have the business realm where I just did finance videos for a little while. And we have 5-minute crypto, which is just, kind of crypto updates as well, but then in 5 minutes. I only have a couple of videos on here. For a little while, I went to do just financial news, but then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that much news every single day. It's too much work. And I didn't know how to make the thumbnails. So I was like, I don't really feel like it. So, yeah, I had a couple of cool guys. You know how many hours I spend making this video, guys? You don't know, all right? Because I spent a lot of time creating stuff, but I never spend this much time creating a video. I have spent so many hours. If I still think back, I spent so many hours on this one. It is insane, all right? I think it might have been days that I just sat down to go edit a video like a little kid. That's what I was doing right there. If you really want to, guys, you can still check it out. I spent so many freaking hours on this one. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Holy smokes, man. It was too crazy. That's why I'm always the person that does light editing and whatnot. I'm done with that stuff, all right? A lot of memes, a lot of freaking small little videos. Too much effort. Not me. Not my style. Not me at all, man. But it's funny. There's a couple of jokes in there, too. You might want to check that out. All right, Bart the Kiwi coming in with the €5 with a little, I don't know exactly what that emoji is supposed to be. That's awesome, man. Thank you very much, Bart. You've been with us for a long time, that is then, huh? It's 4,000 subs. I think we hit that in 2017 already, so that's a long time then. That's really true. Could be. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, for all the people that are just tuning in, I think your best bet is to just watch the stream from the get-go because we talked about all the stuff in the beginning of it. Dusty, did you know Tezos has almost the same consensus mechanism like the XPL? They also had a lawsuit back in 2017 against the SEC and settled for 25 mil. I do know that Tezos settled for 25 mil, where EOS, which has an ICO, by the way, settled for 24 mil. Wasn't it that that was what was the big deal about that? Did Tezos also have an ICO? I think so, right? I don't even remember Tezos, the start from it anymore. Any Flare news? I have Flare open. I have a lot of Flare news out there. Problem is, Flare is really freaking slow. I don't know exactly what those guys at the team are doing. You might tell me, Dusty, but those guys are working hard to keep your money safe. Could be, but that doesn't mean they're not slow. It's like, what is that guy? There used to always be a lot of memes about freaking, about winter is coming. I used to see a lot of memes about that. That's what Songbird feels about. Oh no, it's coming really short. Oh, it's coming pretty soon. Guys, it's coming really guys, it's coming really soon. But Flare is really, really slow in my opinion. Not too bad because if they're fixing good stuff. But then again, I'm always a person that knows or says, if you don't know when something's going to be finished, don't set a date. I personally made that mistake a couple of times myself. Even on Patreon, a couple of times I'm like, I'm going to finish that, and I don't. But that's because I'm a perfectionist. And I guess, to some degree, the Flare has it too, right? They want to make sure everything is fine and perfect. But that makes them stall. And I personally think that really shows a lot of unprofessionality. Then again, as a coder as well, you can know that sometimes you think you're done, and then like 90% of the work comes along as well. If you're new to the game, sometimes that's a big shock. And also, guys, don't forget that the Flare team is about to become some really quick billionaires, not millionaires, no, billionaires for this project, because they'll most likely make a freaking ton of money. So they don't care about taking some extra time. Flare is such a big ordeal. Once more, guys, I keep telling you, I think those guys who made it will be filthy, filthy freaking rich. So yeah, they're doing their best to make sure it's a really instant success. Because if it flops, no airdrop on XP will ever do good again. And they've lost their credibility. They only have one shot, one chance to seize everything they ever wanted. And if you had it, would you capture it? For example, arms are heavy, knees weak. I don't know, what's this? I tried to do it, but I forgot. Arms are heavy lyrics. Let's see. Okay, I should have started with his palms are sweaty. Well, their palms are sweaty, and the knees are maybe weak too from sitting all day. Arms are heavy. Maybe they're vomiting on their sweater already from mom's spaghetti. And they're stalling while they're trying to figure out a way to shake Rito out. Oh, whatever, man. I don't know the thought behind it, man. I don't know. All I know is that it's taken a long time. My money takes a long time to get there. That's all I know. All right. All right, guys. We've been streaming for exactly 1 hour, which is crazy. I know a lot of you guys should go to sleep right now. It's almost 11 p.m. in the Netherlands. I will definitely be making like at least 2 or 3 more videos today because I have so much stuff to talk about. However, yeah, just once more, my best bet for you guys is just to join this alert telegram so you get an update every single time I upload something. That's your best bet. Also, of course, have the notification bell on YouTube. And if you aren't subscribed just quite yet, right now is your best chance to do so. Once more, if you don't want to be subscribed, no worries. Same thing for the like button. You can always press it, but you don't have to. I've got a lot of stuff out today. Going to be a lot of cool content posted, so stick around. See you guys a little bit later today. And once more, see y'all soon. Again, another one.